welcome. Yes. So that's Dr. Sumit. Can we have a round of applause? I would like to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Sanish Davis. He has been in clinical research industry for over 10 years and has worked on both sides of the fence, that is in academic as well as in pharmaceutical industry in the domains of drug discovery, drug discovery research, clinical operations and medical affairs, and also pharmacovigilance. He has a postdoctoral degree in clinical pharmacology and a postgraduate and graduate degrees in pharmacology and medicine. He is also a fellow of American College of Clinical Pharmacology and also a reviewer for Journal of Clinical Pharmacology. He is currently Director in Clinical Pharmacology in emerging markets for Merck Sanjeevi. He has an extensive experience in managing early and late phase clinical development as well as external environment, shaping activities in the field of clinical research in NCE, innovative generics and branded generic space. Dr. Sanish, he is actively involved in training the budding clinical research professionals through his association with his South Asian chapter of ACCP, Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, Nashik, and academic of clinical excellence at Bombay College of Pharmacy. More important, he is our faculty member, a very eminent faculty member, so we welcome you also, sir. And most important, I'm very elated to welcome one of our special invitees. He is my mentor's father and my mentor as well. A thorough human being, filled with humbleness, and I have, if I talk, I'll keep talking a lot. So let me introduce him, Dr. Vinod Parmar. Okay. Dr. Vinod Parmar, he has been in this field since, first of all, let me introduce his background. He is an MD from KEM College. He has MD in obstetrics and gynecology. And he's been practicing since past 15 years. He has his own setup, a hospital in Villepallet. And we are really pleased to have him on board with us.
Thank you, Taral. A very good morning to all of you. Indeed, this is a golden jubilee year, and I think today, the 27th July 2013, will be marked in golden words. On behalf of Hindi Vidya Prachar Samitis, Ram Niranjan Jhunjhunwala College, I extend a very warm welcome to the chief guest for this convocation function and the invocation of the new batch of clinical studies, data management and medical writing, a postgraduate diploma, which is being offered by Jhunjhunwala College under the aegis of University of Mumbai, Dr. Sumit Gaikwad. A very big round of applause for him. He is the director in Themis, a very well-known pharmaceutical company, and he has come all the way early today to be with young students. Sir, we extend a very warm welcome to you. We have Dr. Sanish Davis today as the guest of honor. He is an eminent faculty and students who have studied under him and those who are going to begin the classes today. I'm sure you look forward to meeting him and to learn more and more about the subject. On behalf of Jhunjhunwala College, I extend a very warm welcome to Dr. Sanish Davis. This entire curriculum of the postgraduate diploma, when it was envisaged, we felt that there should be a close link between industry and academia. Today I miss my friend Dr. Archana Shilpurkar, who is to coordinate the program, and when I discussed with her, she said there is only one and only one person, Dr. Devin Parmar, who has the vision and who can translate that vision into action. Dr. Devin Parmar right now is in United States, but he has been brought up by very eminent parents, Dr. Vinod Parmar, who's on the dais. We welcome you, sir, and because of your talk, our deep sense of appreciation for Dr. Devin Parmar, who has been the brain behind this entire curriculum designing, because curriculum designing is the most important thing in any program. Today we have with us mother of Dr. Devin Parmar. This is Dr. Parmar, who is also with us. We welcome you. Any program can be a success only when you have the complete support of the management. And Taral just mentioned, the dais is full of doctors. They are all medical practitioners except me. And we have with us Dr. Rajendra Singh, an eminent personality, a philanthropist, and a very big support for a principal. Otherwise, you cannot bring whatever you dream into reality. Sir, we would like to thank you and also for encouraging us in whatever new initiative we take, and you have shown that you have full faith in your faculty and the students, and we would like to thank you for the same. We know you are very busy, but in spite of that, you come for every program that we have and you give your blessings to us. Our entire program has been a great success because of, I cannot say eminent, but dedicated devotion, so eminence automatically comes in. Dr. Fareen, who is a great mentor. She is a great person because she has been in clinical studies for a very long time. Earlier she was with Wokhart and now she is with Themis Pharmaceutical. We are very thankful to you, Fareen, for whatever you are doing. We have with us Dr. Shailendra, who has been training our students in medical writing, and he is also very dedicated. He loves teaching the students, and with the placement record. Sir, I would like to thank you and thank you for coming. We have a very big support of our alumni who stand with us in all times. So we would like to thank Dr. Shivkat Upadhyay, who is our student. In fact, the entire community is working with us today, and she has made a career in clinical studies. Son-in-law has been helping us. He is with Cognizant, head of Pharmacovigilance Division, and we are very thankful to you for accepting our invitation and for coming here. We have with us a very young girl, Pragati, who has joined TCS after doing a post-graduation in biotechnology. And Pragati, just say hello to all our young people. And Pragati, immediately the moment when there were vacancies in TCS, she came and told us about the openings, and we are always indebted to the alumni because they think about the college. Institutional loyalty runs deep, so they all bring their children back to our own college. I'm very thankful to all the faculty members of Department of Biotechnology for encouraging the students or for being a pillar of support. A big support is Devi Prasad Shetty, whom you shall be seeing. He is the one who is going to send you out messages about the lecture timings, your PowerPoint presentations. So DIPI, and ultimately you have to look towards DIPI for all the placements. Taral is your trainer. She'll be training you in team building, leadership and management, group discussions, etiquettes, and how to face interviews. So I think my welcome address has been a bit longer, but I take this opportunity to welcome each one of you here because Juniorwala College stands for quality and only quality. So good luck to all of you, and thank you very much for accepting our invitation and for being with us. Thank you. I now invite Dr. Rajendra Singh to deliver a small address. Sir,
I would like to listen to this.
No, you can just say one line because you are one example how to succeed in every phase. Whether it is education, medical or in...
Is one line or online?
Everything. Sir, please.
the guests on the dais who have come specially to grace this occasion, and fortunately all of them are doctors from my own field. And another doctor of the doctor, principal of the college, Dr. Usha Mukundan, all the invited guests and my dear students. In the beginning, I would like to welcome all the guests and all of you to this premises as the Secretary of Indian Vidya Prachar Samiti, that is the managing body of Engineering College. It has been a pleasure to be amongst these stalwarts, and I keep on giving lectures throughout the year, but not for 45 minutes, only for 5 to 7 minutes. But today I would like to listen to these people because for last, I think 10 years I am out of medical field. I have practiced almost for 30 years and now I am into real estate. I said let me try some other fields also, so I am into real estate development, and a big way means we are doing very good job in the cities of Bangalore, Mumbai and Pune. And I say that I am benefited in my business because of my experience in the medical practice. Because the soft skill which we develop, how to handle people, how to talk to patients, how to treat them, how to satisfy them, how to respond to them, that helps a lot in each and every field of life. This is my own experience. And I think in the last 6 years, we have developed a company to the tune of 3,000 crores. So I think all this, the credit goes to my experience not in the real estate but experience in the medical faculty. So I thank all my teachers who have taught me in my GS Medical College, and luckily Dr. Vinod Parmar is also senior. He much he must be senior to me by at least 20 years, but he is also from the same medical college where I have graduated. And I, sir, once again thank all of you for coming to this function, and I would like best of luck to all these new entrants who have come and joined this college. Thank you very much.
Sir, I would like to request you to felicitate Dr. Vinod Parmar on behalf of Engineering College and on behalf of Indian Vidya Prachar Samiti. I would like to request you to felicitate Dr. Sumedh Gaikwad. I now request you to felicitate Dr. Sandesh Davis, please. I request Dilip Prasad to felicitate Dr. Rajendra Singh. I would like to felicitate our faculty and Mrs. Parmar first. Dr. Shailesh. For being very special. The head Department of Biotechnology, Dr. Suchita. And all these are for babies. We'll be initially starting with a convocation. That means giving away the certificates and the mark sheet to last year's batch in the order of merit. And Taral, may I now request you to call out the names.
Hi students. The first rank, any guesses? Alright, Archana Sanskaraman. Please come over. Archana, she's coming.
And mother is come.
Alright, can we have Archana's parents, please?
Is on the way? Okay. We'll take a picture.
Congratulations, Pawan Patel. Congratulations, Pawan.
Archana has come. Archana, please come.
Archana, please come.
With that and take one photograph. You can also come. Come, please.
A proud moment indeed. Alright. The third rank goes to Dipali Patil. Dipali. Okay, stand. Alright. So we just call out the names of the students. Nasreen Sheikh, Mayuri Kamble, Priyanka. Okay,
One by one.
Samiksha Kohli, Priyanka Dhuria, Dilip Mishra, Nikita Patel, Nand Kumar Thakur, Nand Kumar, a special congratulations to you for showing very great success in the 1 year. Pallavi Parwal, Sandhya Sabat, Riddhi Khan, Ravinder Kale, Madhura Bhosle, Bhakti Arone, I hope everyone had a breakfast, so please applaud a little loudly. Lakshata Parkar, Sheetal Patil, Priya Shivde, Ravi Kiran Yadav, Aarti Asrani, Nandini Kasyar Pankaj, Surbhi Parab, Krishna Mishra, Monica Kesharwani, Surya Prakash Pal, Monica Mendonca, Suji Thakur, Rohit Naik-Nalare, Meenu Singh, is anyone left?
Now, may I request Archana and Monica to come and respond, and they can say a little bit about how the course has helped them.
Good morning everyone. I'm Monica Mendoza. As a part of the 2012-2013 outgoing batch, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all those people who have been instrumental in making our batch and program successful. First and foremost, I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to Usha ma'am for not just organizing this function today, but also heading the entire PGBCS course. I would like to thank all the professors and the teaching staff like Sunny sir, Fareem ma'am, Archana ma'am, Neha ma'am, Taral ma'am, Devin sir, Kathy ma'am and Shailen sir. I'm sure I'm missing out on a lot of people, but everyone was a tremendous support to us and a guide and mentor. Thank you for taking out your time, taking your precious time out for us. We would also like to thank the non-teaching staff for their contribution, without which the smooth functioning of the course would have been unlikely. I would especially like to thank Archana ma'am for an excellent execution of the course. She's always been encouraging and provided us with the opportunities to push ourselves and excel in our studies, assignments and other curricular activities. She has been a brilliant mentor without whom the course would have been absolutely impossible. I would also like to thank Devi sir and for bringing to us all the opportunities which we could use to set forth our careers. On a closing note, I would just like to say that it has been a tremendous experience in the last 1 year, and each one of us has learned a lot and grown manifold, not just academically but also individually and professionally. And I'm certain that all of you joining this course today will find it as enriching. So, welcome and thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Archana Shankar Raman. I just don't have any words to say. And this course was very nice. And first of all, I thank Usha ma'am, Sunny sir, and all other teaching faculties, Archana ma'am and Farin ma'am, who motivated us a lot, because of whom we are standing in front of all. And this course is it was very nice. And that's all. And first of all, ma'am, I want my parents to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want them to come? She wants the parents to be here.
And my husband.
Okay. Every time. She come to your clinic. Archana's parents.
Actually, madam, I thought my mom has to take this.
She only took, in fact. Thank you. And all the best.
All the best for your future. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very sweet. Monica wants to say something again.
Sorry, I forgot to thank Tarun. Your management sessions were excellent and they have really helped me a lot. And not only me, but the entire project.
I'm sure you're very eagerly waiting to listen to very eminent personalities who have come here. But third year, I think biotech will leave because they have a practical. Remaining will be seated here. Only third year biotech will leave. They don't want to go for the practicals, looks like. Otherwise, just wait. Okay? So I request Dr. Parmar to please address the
morning, Dr. Usha, my colleagues, teaching faculty members and friends. I'm facing a very young audience. You know, when that family came and explained, so I was just asking, where's the small one? Because I'm an obstetrician, so I'm not interested in small ones. Anyway, next time, let us bring small ones. What to speak? Because, of course, in our medical profession, you you are first and I am the last. In the sense that you give us the drugs and we use the drugs. End users. You know, there are different types of speeches. The speech which I prepare at home to deliver to you, the speech which I am delivering now, and the speech perhaps will I appreciate or perhaps will feel unhappy when I go back to my house. Because I am missing certain things. Keep aside. I will just loud thinking, few thoughts here and there. Since we are just entering that profession of drug manufacturing, profession of pharmacy, pharmacology. As we were just talking with Dr. Yagpa and Dr. Singh, things have drastically changed. You know, there are advances. Every day there are advances. And all these advances bring certain problems also. So unless we keep abreast with the advances and then find out the ways of solution for the problems, we will not survive in this world. I am very happy that in addition to your basic qualification of graduation, whether it is science, arts, commerce, whatever it is, you have come here in this institution for an additional education. Friends, please remember, this gives you an edge over your competitors, especially when you apply somewhere else. And it is here that famous principle of evolution, that this world today is the world where it is the survival of the fittest. Unless you are fit, you will be just thrown out. There is no compassion, there is no kindness, there is no mercy in this material world. And that is true with all of us. All of us. Okay. Now, a little bit of basic things. You know, the drugs which are manufactured, you must be reading in the newspaper. A lot of effort goes into a particular drug. Just to give you an example, we have from that gentleman over here, doctor. Between 1939 and 1943, Merck Pharmaceuticals tested, just listen, tested 100,000 soil samples. How many? 1 lakh. 100,000 soil samples, and they came up with the first successful anti-tuberculosis drug, streptomycin. So, just see, 100,000 samples, how much labor it has gone, how much work they have done, how much cost they must have incurred, all these things are there. And with all these things also, now we are facing problems. You must be reading newspapers. Actually, we are passing through, I am talking about pharmaceutical industries, passing through that patch today. You know, we have been barred from America, we have been barred from European countries, Southeast Asia, everywhere. They don't have trust in our drugs. You must be reading all this. And all top class pharmaceutical firms are in suit today. Of course, something, there is always a silver lining after the dark cloud. Something good will come out, but good has to come out. Otherwise, so for that, this course is very important, so that you don't commit those mistakes which perhaps our elders or our seniors have committed. We are talking about ethics. I think we should introduce that ethics. We are talking about ethics. Ethics, unless we follow certain strict guidelines and certain rules, we will not survive. We will not progress. See, the bottom line is for clinical medicine, clinician, as well as for pharmaceutical industry, the bottom line is to do good to the patient. The drug should be affordable, it should be effective, and with minimum side effects. Minimum side effects. So that is possible only when all of us combine together. Now there are 2 or 3 facts which impress me most, which I would like to share with you. Please remember that the discoveries or inventions are not necessarily made with lot of infrastructure. It's not always necessary. Because this concept has come since last 100 years now, since last century, 25th century, we are in the 21st century. I'll give you one or two examples. You must not have heard, but perhaps my colleagues must have heard. Pratap Rao Salube Pavaskar. Now this Pratap Rao Salube Pavaskar comes from ST community, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. And he had a lot of difficulties when he got up, because they were staying in a small village, outcast of the village. Not even 2 meals they were getting. They used to take leftovers from the people, meals leftover from the people. Now this gentleman did his, I think from Aurangabad, he did his MBBS. Now the area in which he is there in Raigad, Mahad, Raigad. And that area, and Konkan, that area, people die more of scorpion stings than snake bites. That was his observation. Now, when he started practice, the treatment was something else. They never looked at the various systemic disorders or systemic pathology. They just used to give anti-venom and then everything was over. But this fellow observed, individually he observed everything, that it is okay, you give venom against the scorpion bite, you give venom. But still the patients were dying. And the death was because of the cardiac and the respiratory failure. The heart used to be wrong and the cardiac failure, and the pulmonary edema. And he started paying attention to cardiac and the respiratory system. And lo and behold, the death rate came down. Sir, this fellow was not recognized by us. He suffered a lot at the hands of the big bosses of Grant Medical. And he published his first paper, which is a very prestigious journal, Lancet. That was in 1982. Subsequently, he published 20 papers in Lancet. He was invited by British Medical Journal. And today he is an international authority on scorpion bites. I talked to him on telephone once. He has written a beautiful autobiography. Or something like that. I read English translation. He has written in Marathi. Barrister. His father was known as a barrister, just like that. He used to devil everything. Barrister. That is one thing. The second thing I would like to bring to your attention, and it is better that we know how the things they have contributed, and we are taking the advantage, and what we are today because of them. Semmelweis, perhaps my colleagues must know. Semmelweis. Semmelweis. Semmelweis was Hungarian. I am talking about 19th century, mid of 19th century, somewhere in 1850 or something like that. Vienna. Now, Ushapen, in Vienna, those were the days where deliveries were conducted by nurses, even today also, but now we have a qualified gynecologist. Now it so happened, see again, observation, it is the observation. It so happened that there were 2 units, delivery units. One unit, the nurses used to conduct, and another unit, the medical students used to come. Used to come and conduct the delivery. Now, those days, now we have got a special anatomy, physiology, dissections, and everything is very separate. We are very much advanced. But those days, what used to happen? That the students, the nurses, even today, nurses used to come from very low family, low caste family. And they were looked down. The nursing profession was looked down by people. And the medical students, as usual, they are coming from very high family. And the parents were proud naturally. So medical students used to attend the anatomy class over there, dissection and everything, and then used to walk and conduct the deliveries. Now it so happened, Semmelweis noticed, Semmelweis was a gynecologist. He was given one unit, and in his unit, the students directly from dissection hall used to come and conduct the delivery. And in another unit, nurses used to conduct the delivery. He noticed that the maternal mortality, mortality rate was higher in his unit compared to nurses' unit. This was an observation. Now, anybody would have kept quiet. Not this way. Then he went deeply inside and he observed that the only difference between the medical student and the nurse who was conducting was that matron in the ward used to insist on the nurse, junior nurses, that before you touch my patient, mothers, please go there in lime water, scrub your hands, and then come and conduct the delivery. That was the observation. Then someone has thought that why not I insist on my students that once you finish up your anatomy dissection and enter the labor ward, like these nurses, go and scrub in the lime water and then go to my patients. He insisted on that. And lo and behold, the maternal mortality rate in his unit also came down. But now look here. The society thought nurses was a low profession. Our students were very high. And some of us insisted that you must do that. And there were trustees also. Dr. Singh, please. There were trustees also. So the students went to trustees, complained against Semmelweis that, sir, we are coming from very high society. We take bath and all these things. And this doctor insists, Semmelweis insists that you scrub again. What is this thing? Why we are paying donations? So trustees called Semmelweis and asked Semmelweis that now, Dr. Semmelweis, please don't do like this. They are coming from very high society and we have a respect for their parents and everything. Let them come again. That was removed. The line pocket was removed and the mortality started rising. Semmelweis got fed up. It was a very crazy story I am telling you. Semmelweis got fed up. He was removed from the hospital. He was removed. He went to his native place and he started writing the papers. And now, nothing happened. Nobody listened to him. And ultimately, he committed suicide. Because nobody listened to him. But then what happened? That the students which were taught by Semmelweis, they were coming from different countries. So somebody from Canada, somebody from USA, somebody from Europe, like that. And they started implementing Semmelweis' method of scrubbing before conducting the delivery. And then they started publishing results. And the results were marvelous. At that time we had no concept of antiseptic or antibiotic. There was no concept. There was no anesthesia. Subsequently, Semmelweis was considered as a father in obstetrics, in puerperal sepsis, postpartum, after delivery fever, puerperal sepsis, almost was removed or sort of abolished because of that. So friends, then what happened? Semmelweis was shifted to Vienna Mental Asylum. He committed suicide over there. His body was sort of buried over there in Vienna. Subsequently, when Bister came and then Fleming came and so many people came and brought up all these things, ultimately Hungary nation realized that Semmelweis is the greatest son of Hungary. And they requested Vienna to sort of give the body back to this, and today he is buried in Budapest. This is what. So people have sacrificed. People have just, we have not listened to them. So many things are happening. People have not patented their discoveries. Can you imagine? Very interesting thing. This is an interview from Arthur C. Clarke. Arthur C. Clarke. Space Odyssey 2001, picture you must have seen. Arthur C. Clarke came out with the concept of geostationary satellites. Today your internet and your mobile is because of geostationary satellites. Those days, email comes to me. Now, in 1945 or 47, he published, in Ordinary magazine, he published a paper and gave an idea that if we have fixed some certain kilometers above, 36,000 kilometers or something above satellites round about the earth, then we can talk to anybody through waves, sound waves. That was his view. He never patented. If you would have patented, you will come to know patents once you join this one. Patented, you will have been 10 times as much rich as Bill Gates and Buffett combined. Fleming, who discovered penicillin, never patent. Madame Curie, radiation, never patent. Roentgen, X-rays, never patent. These are the people. Internet travel also is not patented. Not patented. So these are so people have sacrificed. Sacrificed financially, they sacrificed their lives. I would suggest, especially on this side, that there is an excellent book which I read. That was a bestseller, and it was appreciated by Wall Street Journal also, and Lancet. The name of the book is Empire of Maladies. Not melody, that is Mukesh, is Ravi Mohan. Not melody, maladies. Maladies means illness. This is about cancer. I strongly recommend that you go through it. And then you come to know how things have developed and what things are. Friends, I don't want to go further, but before there one or two small things like I don't know how far you understand, but it is my colleagues will appreciate. We have become a sort of a profession of super specialists. In my also gynecologist, then we have got IVF, in vitro fertilization, we have got endoscopy. Like that in surgery, there is a super specialist things are proctologist. Proctologist is a person who looks at the lower end of the GI tract, anus, piles, fistula, cancer, colon, that is known as a super specialty. So, a proctologist of my age, I am 76, of my age, has been practicing as a proctologist since last 40-50 years. He gets fed up looking at other and he tells his wife that, now dear, I am fed up looking at this as a proctologist, and now I would like to wind up my practice. So she says that, doctor, you are quite healthy, and you go for swimming daily, you put on tie and move about, and you interact with people so nicely, you can carry on still another 5 or 10 years. Why do you want to close down your practice? This is no mind. But then what will you do? She asked. So see, before I joined GS Medical College, before I joined GS, my intense desire was to become a car mechanic. But because my parents, my teachers, my friends insisted because of my brilliant career, I landed up in GS Medical College, did my MS, did my proctology and practicing. So now I will pick up my hobby as a hobby, car mechanic. I will pick up as a hobby. Please remember, I am talking about a proctologist who looks at the other end. That is important thing to remember. So, okay. But see, when you were there, doctor, it was Premier Padmini, it was ambassador. But now the things have changed. Now it is clutchless, driverless, cars have come, and things have changed. that pollution control and everything else. So how do you do all this? Don't worry. There is a motor garage, mechanical garage is there, and they conduct classes like this, short classes, diploma classes or certificate classes, and in 6 months, and then as a hobby, I will help my colleagues. That's all. I don't want money. Fortunately, I am better off. Our children are well settled, so there is nothing to worry about. So it's okay. Now, at the end of 6, as you have at the end of 6 months, there was an examination. And our proctologist friend got 150 out of 100. Please remember, I am talking about proctologist who looks at other. So, the proctologist was there, like that, faculty was invited and they were giving the certificate. So, he asked, the examiners also were there. So he asked one examiner, sir, I can understand 100 out of 100. But 150 out of 100, I think there is something wrong with the mathematics. This is not doctor. You deserve, then you release it out. Then you deserve that. So how? Please explain. So look at it, doctor. 50 marks we got for disassembling the car machine, car engine. Perfect. 50 marks you got for assembling the car. Perfect. But what about the remaining 50 marks? Doctor, you did through exhaust pipe. So this is what this is what happens when the building becomes super special. Thank you very much.
Indeed, I think students, I'm sure you are also understood between the lines. Dr. Vinod Parmar, your son writes to me that he would like to institute a prize in your name for being, not only being a very good father, but a gynecologist with highest ethics. And I think in today's world, ethics should be the first word that we should be learning. So very big round of applause. Not only for coming here, but for discussing with us earlier before the event and now with you all. And we would like to announce that from next year, that means the batch which is registered this year, $1,000 prize has been instituted by Dr. Deven Parmar, and it will be distributed between the first, second and the third rankers. We would like to thank Dr. Abdul He has other appointments to attend. Thank you, sir, for being with us this morning. May I now invite Dr. Sanis Davis to address very young, enthusiastic students. And please, not only listen, but also observe Dr. Sanis very carefully. The reason we bring very eminent personalities is somewhere along the line you can take few cues for your own careers. So Dr. Sanis, please.
Good morning, friends. And respected Diploma guys. So it's a great opportunity to actually stand here in front of you to kind of like address two batches. One, the batch which have endured me, and second, the batch who's going to endure. So I actually stand sandwiched between the great collector Dr. Parmar and another great who's going to, you could say, succeed me in in speaking to you. So I would not want to take too much of time, but would want to kind of like take you through three things which probably is important from a professional life. So the first thing I want to talk about is application. Right? When you were a student, when I was a student, we didn't understand really about applying knowledge into your job, because we probably didn't have the opportunity to have a lot of industry folks coming and addressing us and telling us what you are studying today, how is it going to be relevant in your job or in the industry, right? We of course had industry people coming and kind of interacting with us, but nobody kind of like told us that when you study this or when you are learning this, this is how it is going to be looked at from the industry, right? And this is not just the initial years. When you are like a little bit senior in the industry, when suddenly you start to realize that I know so much, I am now a mid-level manager or a senior manager, etc. Application doesn't stop there. Even when you are the senior most in the industry, even when you are directors or senior directors or vice president, any level you go in the industry, you will still have a lot of things that you learn on the way that you have to keep applying. Anyone who stops applying things he has learned or he has learned through doing will stop progressing in that, right? And that's an unwritten rule of life. The second thing is about optimism. Now it's a very beautiful word, optimism, right? It's easy to kind of like dismiss saying that, yeah, I'm an optimist. Right? But when you join the industry or when you join academia or wherever you are, you will find that this word is not very easy to kind of like imbibe in yourself. Suddenly when you pass out, you find out that the industry is in disarray because BCGI or the regulatory body or something has kind of like clamped down on research as is currently. And you find out that there are very few jobs for the taking. There are even lesser number of jobs for your seniors who would want to move into higher positions so that they can vacate positions for you to join, right? And you might wonder, why did I join this course, or why am I in such a situation? Why did my teachers give me more opportunities, or why am I getting calls from headhunters for jobs, etc. Right? That's a time when you have to be full of optimism. If you're not optimistic, you would have to realize that life is always full of ups and downs. Right? I myself have gone through many of these scenarios, right? And then you would look at people who might have been your peers, who might have been your juniors, who might have been your seniors, suddenly getting bigger roles or bigger opportunities or bigger accolades or bigger positions or titles, and you would feel, why is it that I didn't get that position, right? So that's when you need to have optimism, right? If you don't have optimism, these things kind of like start to be. Third thing I want to talk about is stepping away from negativity. Right? When you are students, the negativity in your life is all about, oh, मेरे को ये पढ़ना है, ये exam है, right? You could say, my girlfriend is not looking at me, or भाव नहीं दे रहे, or your boyfriend is not giving you भाव नहीं दे रहे, right? So at your level, that would be many of your concerns, right? Negativity. When you join the industry, you have a different level of negativity, right? And there more professional level of negativity starts creeping in. Negativity about the job that you go. You might have got trained in clinical research, you always wanted to be in clinical operations, but you got a job in pharmacoeconomics, right? Or you got a job in medical writing, or you got a job in liaison in medical affairs. मेरे को ये करना नहीं है, मेरे लिए अच्छा नहीं है job. Every day I am kind of like internally withering inside me or internally dying inside me. You need to step away from negativity. Think about that this might be another way of education or life giving you another opportunity to move into something better, right? You might be in a department where there are at least 50% of people who are always talking about negative things about the job that they are doing, negative things about others who are interacting with them, negative things about another department in the same company, etc. Right? You need to step away from negativity. You might be in a company where the dominant conversation is all about negative things, right? उसने मुझे ऐसा किया, उसको ये मिला, मुझे नहीं मिला, कंपनी का डायरेक्टर ने मुझे ये जॉब नहीं दिया, उसको दिया, आपको पता है ना वो कितना कम काम करता है, कितना काम चोर है, right? All these things will start coming into you, right? So you need to kind of like slowly develop that attitude of stepping away from negativity, wherever you are, in your professional life, in your personal life. When you do that, and I don't profess myself to be the epitome of positivity. I also do have my negative moments. But you need to realize that when you step away from negativity, your job, the efficiency with which you work actually improves. You might have people who might talk against you, who might give you, I would say, like bad jobs or like bad projects and say that, hey, cut. Probably because they want to feel happy that they have given it to you, right? But these are times when you have to step away from things or step away from those negative roles to get into the next level of things, right? And people always, when people come to know that you are a positive person, you will start seeing the difference around people. You will improve your own station in life. People who interact with you also feel more comfortable giving you work or working, right? And that's the most important part of being in corporate life, right? So I leave with these three thoughts. Good luck to the, you could say, the class which has finished. It's been great teaching you, learning from you, and welcome to the new batch as well as best wishes. Thank you.
So thank you very much.